Good evening, Girani. So within a few minutes, you'll notice that my left arm trembles. It's Parkinson's. I've had it for about 4 years. I was having trouble finding the funny in Parkinson's, and I'm a comedian, so that's kind of a problem. So I went onto YouTube, as you do, and I typed in funny Parkinson's. I got a comedian, Vicky Klafkin, who listed things you could do better if you had a tremor in your left hand. And I thought, well, that's at least the right attitude. I'm not going to use her list. I'm going to make up my own list. Would you like to hear the list?
Yeah.
I could be a bartender, specializing in James Bond martinis. Shaken, not stirred. It appears we have some James Bond fans in the audience. I could be a musician. My friends tell me I have a natural vibrato. I don't know what that means, but musicians in the audience do. What else? I could work in landscape design, spreading fertilizer, spreading grass seed, spreading salt in the winter. I could make omelets at a diner. I could do shake and bake. Yeah. I could be a vending machine attendant. Thank you, Vince. When it steals your candy bar, I'll shake the machine. I could work in a morgue. Somebody's already heard this one. Every morning, I'll go in, shake all the bodies, make sure they're still dead. So, a Smoot, a Mooch, and a Scoville went into a bar. That's not really the joke, but I like units of measurement that are named after people. So a Smoot is a unit of distance. A Mooch is a unit of time. And a Scoville is a unit of heat. So back in 1958, there was a student at MIT who was walking across the bridge on the Charles River from Boston back to Cambridge. It was nighttime, it was foggy, and all the way across the bridge he kept thinking, I wonder how much farther I have to go before I get to the end of the bridge. And then he came up with an idea. He and his fraternity brothers put together a plan. You know, if we marked lines along the bridge, every 100 lines we'd say this is 100, this is 200, then we would know when the end of the bridge was coming. Let's pick the shortest pledge in our pledge class, who that year was Oliver Smoot, who was 5'7". Lay him out from end to end along the bridge, painting lines at the top of his head all the way across the bridge. That bridge is 364 Smoots long. Smoot is now a measurement on Google Maps and Google Earth. The Washington Monument is 99.5 Smoots tall. They measured it. So I don't think they stood him on top of his head. So Scoville, Mooch. So Anthony Scaramucci served the shortest period of time as the White House Communications Director. And his name is now immortalized as a Mooch as a measure of time, 10 or 11 days. He was fired on the morning of the 11th day. So you can live without food for 11 mooches. You can live without water for 2 mooches. You can binge watch all the episodes of Law and Order SVU in 1 mooch. So Scoville. Scoville is a measure of how hot peppers are. So when I first read about this, I thought, okay, so did they do this testing the way they eat hot dog? How many hot dogs can you eat in 10 minutes? So you have people testing the peppers. As the peppers get hotter and hotter, the people drop out until finally there's only one person left who can taste the hottest pepper, and he gets a t-shirt and a prize. That's not how they do it. They wear out testers that way. What they really do is they dry the peppers, dilute them in sugar water, and keep diluting the sugar water over and over and over again until there's no heat left. And that's how they know how many Scovilles hot it is. A sweet pepper is 0 or 1, they're all in units of 100. A sweet pepper is 0 or 100 units. An habanero or Scotch bonnet is between 100,000 and 350,000 units. The hottest pepper in the world is pepper X. It is 3 million Scovilles. It must taste like rocket fuel. Can't imagine anyone eating it. So I got to thinking about this, and I thought, okay, well, so why couldn't we use my name as a unit of measure? What would I measure with what would a Covin be measuring? So I typed in Covin in Google, and there actually is a Covin already. But it's not a unit of measurement, it's a car. Does anyone know what a kit car is? Yes. Can you explain it to me? What's a kit car?
Usually it's a body you put on top of another frame, like a Volkswagen frame.
That's exactly right. It's a fiberglass body in whatever car model you want, put on top of a different chassis car. So a Covin car is a fiberglass Porsche 911 on top of a VW Bug, as you said. So I got to thinking, okay, I'd love to have a Porsche, but what if somebody stole it? They would wonder why their Porsche drove like a VW Bug. Thank you very much.